somehow Alex and I had been talking about learning in India. And I was talking about the general standard, what the impression that I have of the atmosphere around the music academy in Madras. Now, my estimation is, and I truly don't know, Rasikas, Vidwans, Vidushis, pardon my plural, I don't know how to do the plural of those. How many bona fide, learned scholars of South Indian Carnatic music are there alive? I ballpark it at 100 people. And it's roughly 50 women and 50 men. There's probably about 20 to 25% children in there too. It might be 1,000. It's at least 100. I know for a fact because I know the names and music of at least 100 learned teachers. Learned teacher. That's a bit redundant, I guess. Oh, I mean, it's a dazzling environment. Which is right now, actually. It's music season. It's music season in Chennai. And within the next 6 weeks, there will be literally thousands of kacheris, small musical ensemble concerts in and around Chennai and probably the greater part of South India. Right now. Maybe halfway through December. I don't know exactly when it's probably the last 2 weeks of December that it really, all the big artistic statements happen. Anyway, it reminded me of a little clip that, of course, T.M. Krishna is a scholar, eminent vocalist, musicologist, polymath. I don't know what he knows. He fucking knows everything for all I know. I mean, you guys are really, you really set a standard. Let's see, where was it? It's such a love, and he has, it's not one or two stories. He gives a kind of characterology of colleagues.
Sangeeta. But in case you want, this is a surprise. This is fun to be taken with a light heart. I'm going to give you little quirky facts or information about my 12 dear friends who are part of Friends in Concert. They do not know this is happening, and I'm sure after seeing this, each one will want to give it back to me. So you're welcome to do so later, but now I'm going for
Beautiful.
it. Here is a little tidbit about every one of them. In a random order. R.K. Sriram Kumar. Something you don't know about him. If you call R.K. Sriram Kumar, first of all, Sriram loves to talk on the phone. But if you do call R.K. Sriram Kumar, one thing he hates to do is to end a conversation. Unless, of course, he has to go. So he'll keep talking to you, and you have to be the first person who says, okay, Sriram, bye. If you don't, the conversation just does not end. Chandrasekhar Sharma. Chandru is the best storyteller in town. You tell him a story that is one line, and he'll come back to you in 15 days with new characters, with embellishments. embellishments, with almost a storyline that is like a short story. So it's always exciting to hear your own story in Chandru's voice because it becomes a completely new story. Anirudh Atreya. Any city, any village, any town, anywhere in India, you want to have any kind of food, pick up the phone and call Anirudh Atreya. So much so that if we land in Chennai and we have a concert right next to the airport, just telling you how much he loves food, right next to the airport, he will say, no, vidu pidu. Because he wants to go home, make sure he has great food and coffee made by his mother, and then come back to the concert. So invariably, he is a little late or just in time. Sangeeta Shivkumar, she's a logician in this whole group. She loves data, facts, she loves rationality, and it all has to tie up. If anything is loose and alien, she will not let go. So in case you have 500 rupees and you happen to spend it, and you want to find out exactly how you spent it, and you want somebody to ask you the difficult questions, call Sangeeta. But in case you want somebody to tell you, don't worry about it. It's just, you spent the money. I'm sure it went for good causes. Don't worry about accounting it. Do not call her because she will make you feel very bad. Hemalata. Hemalata is the person who observes everything and she doesn't forget anything. So those little facts of something that happened in the train, something that happened in a concert many years ago, something about anything, literally, she'll have a story to tell. So much so that if you're on a train from, say, Chennai to Delhi, Chennai to Coimbatore, Coimbatore to Bombay, Bombay to Dindigul, Dindigul to Ahmedabad, she'll pretty much tell you every station on the way on every one of these journeys. K. Arun Prakash. Arun has this incredibly funny habit. All of us go to a hotel room, go to somebody's house. Some people first like to check out the bathroom. Some people like to see the bed. But Arun Prakash does something curious. He'll first go into the room, look for a clock, because he wants to remove the batteries in that clock. Because when he sleeps, that tick, tick, tick sound disturbs him. Akare Subbalakshmi. Subbalakshmi has this habit of speaking very, very fast. Sometimes you can't figure out what she's saying. So we always tease her about speaking fast. But she also has a habit of thinking very fast sometimes. And when she thinks fast, she unfortunately sometimes asks those questions to us. So here is one question that she asked me that she's never going to forget because we tease her about it every time. So on one of our trips, we were discussing mountain climbing and trekking. And suddenly in between the conversation, she said, Anna, when you trek to the altitude, is there a time difference? She has never forgotten that.
Of course there is.
H.N. Bhaskar. Bhaskar is a kind of person who in the morning would be in Mysore. That's what he'll tell you at least. In the afternoon, Hyderabad. Evening, he'll be playing a kacheri in Nanganallur.
It's gravity creates the time difference
You do not know
between altitudes.
His message. He's one of these mysterious characters, almost like from these movies where you only see a shadow and suddenly the real person appears. Bhaskar was that and remains that. Pungal Subramaniam, he's the Mirazdar from Tanjavur. So he has that swag, he has that attitude, he has that language, like he's almost like this Mirazdar from Kumbakonam, and he's from Kumbakonam, by the way.
Mirazdar?
So, if he happens to have a concert anywhere in that area, suddenly his body language becomes like almost not 7. Suddenly very cool, and suddenly he'll be throwing his weight. And even worse is that he seems to know everybody. Everybody is
even worse
called by the first name, and Pungalam is called Ramesh. If it's an old man, he'll say, Ramesh, eppadi irukka? Somebody will ask him. Younger fellow, he'll say, I've seen you from year 2. So, if you go to anywhere near Tanjavur for a concert with him, you should remember that you are the underdog.
You are the underdog.
Everybody's heard of the Webster's Dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, all these things. But there's something called the Shivraman Dictionary. The Shivraman Dictionary doesn't have only words. It has words, phrases, expressions, responses, everything that only he understands. And there are many classics to this. Let me tell you one. Some person in great happiness sent him a message. I am Praveen Sparsh likes certain words, handcrafted, organic, natural. These words are like his chief words. Anything you talk about, somehow these words will appear in the conversation. Oh no, it's not organic enough enough. Oh no, it's not natural enough. I need handcrafted enough. So in this recording, in fact, you will see a hand-painted mridangam. And of course, who owns it? Praveen Sparsh.
I guess it's not Galo Frege enough, huh,
Prasad
guys?
has one enemy in his life. And that enemy is the microphone and the mic person. Every concert, if there's any person who takes the most amount of time getting his mics sorted out, it's Guru Prasad. And if by mistake I get a little irritated and say, Guru, Purunda, he'll turn and say, so then we all keep quiet and let him have his little tete-a-tete with the mic person. I think I've covered everybody. These are the 12 friends in Friends in Concert. Watch us make music together on December 4th. You can watch it for 72 hours now, anywhere across the globe. And this was a little peep into quirky things about my dear friends. See you. Bye.